From Delaware's most award-winning radio news team, this is WDEL Video News. Here's Chris Carl.
Among Delaware's top stories for Friday, January 19th, Governor Minner presents her State of the State address. More layoffs at Bank of America, and a struggle for Delaware's women's basketball team. Here are the details. Governor Minner addressed a joint session of the General Assembly yesterday, saying the state continues to get stronger, but more work needs to be done. WDEL legislative correspondent Carl Konevsky reports from Dover.
Minner touched on education, health, and the environment as main themes of her State of the State address. She also said keeping Delawareans safe is a necessity and has a plan to help make it happen.
In 2003, I set a goal of increasing the number of Delaware State Police to 680 troopers within 5 years. This year, I'm recommending an addition of 6 troopers, bringing our total to 661, keeping us on track to meet that goal.
House Speaker Terry Spence, speaking on 1150 AM WDEL, said he and his Republican colleagues say that number is too small.
We plan to introduce legislation that will probably increase that number to 15, maybe even greater. But right now we're talking an additional 15 state police officers as a caucus to address the serious, aggressive driving habits throughout our state.
Health issues dominated much of Minner's speech. She outlined one new proposal to help address the health of the state's school children, a comprehensive fitnessgram sent to the parents of all fourth graders, but won't stop there in keeping Delaware children and adults healthy.
I am also recommending that we raise the cigarette tax by 45 cents a pack to create a Delaware Healthy Life Fund. Statistics show clearly that this is the single most effective way to prevent smoking among our youth.
Minner says the fund will be used to support several health initiatives, including coverage for the uninsured and underinsured, expanding the Delaware Healthy Children program, and additional funding to reduce infant mortality. But House Majority Leader Wayne Smith, a Claymont Republican, said he isn't sure she'll get bipartisan support.
The applause seemed to come from the left, which was the Democrat, or the right side of the room today, and the Republican side was largely silent on that. Look, I think everybody, agrees with some of the health initiatives she'd like to fund, or like to fund out of that tax increase. But a lot of areas in the state where people look at that and tell their legislators, hey, it's my dirty habit, but why you raising the cost so much, your taxes?
And the governor stressed her commitment to education in this year's State of the State address. Minner wants to take students excelling in college on her SEED scholarship and offer them money to continue on for a 4-year degree. She also says she'll work to expand education opportunities to our youngest students, too.
The budget I will release next week will include money to provide complete funding for all full-day kindergarten in 11 school districts and 8 charter schools. The money also will continue funding for pilot full-day kindergarten in 2 districts.
Minner told the joint session of the General Assembly next week's budget will also include funding for 10 additional math specialists in schools. One item not mentioned in the governor's speech, the ongoing concern of health care in the state's prisons. And Senate Minority Leader Charlie Copeland, a Greenville Republican, says he's disappointed but not surprised.
I have not heard the governor in the last 2 years voluntarily speak about the corrections department and the issues within corrections. So frankly, I didn't expect her to voluntarily speak about it today. I think she has, frankly, since the 2004 election, continued to ignore the issue, and she continues to this day.
Reporting from Legislative Hall in Dover, I'm Carl Konevsky, 1150 AM, WDEL.
Wilmington police are investigating an overnight shooting. WDEL News continues in a moment.
You could spend your money at the gas pump, or you could spend it on those sexy pumps at your favorite store. Let Dart do the driving.
I do all my shopping with Dart. It's the most convenient way to shop the outlets, and it saves me money.
Now save even more. Get up to 40% off with a discounted Dart card online at dartfirststate.com or at your local Acme Market.
At this rate, with the money I save riding Dart, I have a new pair of shoes every week.
Travel smart. Choose Dart.
Shots fired in Wilmington early this morning, but police say the victim won't say what happened. The 28-year-old man had already gotten himself to Wilmington Hospital by the time police arrived at Lancaster and Franklin just past midnight. Investigators tried to interview the victim, but he wasn't talking. He has what authorities say are non-life-threatening leg, ankle, and foot injuries. More layoffs resulting from the merger between Bank of America and MBNA. About 100 tech support employees at 3 Bank of America offices in Newark are being laid off. Nationwide, the company expects to lay off close to 300 workers this time around. Still no word on what caused a fire near Newcastle Wednesday night, which killed 3 people. Authorities say 86-year-old Carrie Blanchfield and her 59-year-old son Frank died at Christiana Hospital. A third person, 59-year-old John Hall, was found dead inside the home after the flames were put out. The city of Wilmington is reaching out to help the Wilmington Housing Authority as they begin to implement a new uniformed officer program. WDEL's Curtis Gray reports.
Council members gave their unanimous support to a plan that would waive the $165,000 a year fee paid to the city for use of 3 officers to patrol WHA properties. There are 3 years left on that agreement for the officers to patrol units like these, the Hurley Apartments off Walnut Street. Councilman Bud Frill says the agency needs the help as the Housing Authority deals with federal funding cuts.
Putting them in an awful bind, they're probably going to have to lay some people off. There's a fear that they're not going to be able to fix some of the properties that they have in need of repair now. So it has been the feeling of the administration and this council, I believe, that to help them out, we are going to relieve them of this $165,000 a year.
6th District Democrat Kevin Kelly supports the plan, but would like to see the WHA make some changes.
Have issues sometimes with some of their scattered sites and different properties that they have that need to be brought up to code. People are concerned still with the number of Section 8 properties that are, really exploding throughout the city.
The cost of the new officers will be about $600,000 a year. I'm Curtis Gray, 1150 AM, WDEL.
A tale of 2 halves for the Delaware women's team. WDEL Sports and your Delaware Weekend AccuWeather forecast just ahead.
Looking to gain an edge in the technology or design field? Wilmington College's Division of Information Technology and Advanced Communications offers state-of-the-art facilities equipped with the latest tools. Did you know that Wilmington College has been preparing students for careers in media arts and technology over the past 7 years? Enjoy hands-on experience and personal attention from instructors drawn straight from the industry. To learn more, visit wilmcol.edu. Wilmington College. Achieve balance, achieve success.
I'm Peter MacArthur.
I'm Melanie Armstrong, and here are Delaware's top stories at the top of the hour.
The most complete coverage of the news that matters in Delaware every weekday morning, 5:30 to 9 on 1150 AM WDEL.
In WDEL Sports, it wasn't easy, but the Delaware women's basketball team scored a comeback win last night. Details from WDEL's Sean Green.
The University of Delaware dance team in attendance last night as Delaware took on William and Mary. Hens would get off to a good start. Here's Tyressa Smith, the driving layup and the foul, and the Hens would have the game tied. The William and Mary would hit some threes. First, it was Devin James on the left to wing this 3, and then 2 from Katie Newmer, 1 on the left side, and then 1 moments later on the right side. 3 of 5 for the Tribe in the first half, and they would lead 30-24 at the break. It was so bad, even the William & Mary fans giving UD a bit of the business at the half. Second half, though, the Hens would come back. Chrissy Fisher, this 3-pointer, 3 of her 15, and the Hens down 7. That was Grand Theft basketball. First, former Tribe player Kyle DeHaven, the steal, and the 8-foot jumper, and the Tribe's lead cut to just 1. Elena Koshansky next time down for the Tribe, yet another steal. She would go in for the uncontested layup, and the Hens would have their first lead of the second half. Finally, it was former Tribe member DeHaven again, nailing this 3 on the right side, 3 of her 10 points, as the Hens pulled away for the 68-55 win. From Newark, I'm Sean Green, 1150 AM, WDEL Sports.
The New York Islanders handed the Flyers their 7th straight loss, 4-2 last night. Randy Jones and Simone Gagne scored for the Flyers, and Peter Forsberg recorded his 600th career assist. Your WDEL Delaware AccuWeather forecast: clouds giving way to some sunshine today, windy, high 44. Tonight partly cloudy, low 25. For the weekend, sunny to partly cloudy Saturday, high 34, and sunshine with increasing clouds on Sunday, high again 34. Get news updates throughout the day. Delaware's top stories at the top of the hour on 1150 AM WDEL, or anytime right here at WDEL.com, including news video from Delaware and around the world from WDEL and the Associated Press. I'm Chris Carl. Have a great weekend, and thanks for watching.